Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. In this video we'll be showcasing Game 2 of the ESL Go For Starcraft 2 Cup number 23 Finals, and that is between Strelok, spawning as the Purple Terran in the bottom right corner, and against his opponent, WhiteRa, spawning in the top right as the Orange Protoss. If you saw in the last game, the Strelok decided to barracks rush WhiteRa and take him out with a bunch of Marauders before WhiteRa even had a chance to do anything. Will he do the same thing here, or will he decide to go with a different strategy this round? We'll find out in just a few minutes here. And as you see, WhiteRa going with the basic pylon, then gateway, starting to scout out already with his probe. And Strelok going with that barracks right away, not building out here anywhere, of course, because he doesn't know exactly where WhiteRa is. This is a 4-player map. And WhiteRa coming down to the correct location to see Strelok spawning down here. WhiteRa looking to harass that SCV a little bit. Another SCV coming out to support him. Another one coming out to support. And WhiteRa decides to run for it a little bit here with his probe. And WhiteRa sticks around while Strelok decides to go north and find WhiteRa. Barracks producing some Marines there. And Strelok heading in the right direction towards WhiteRa's base. Looks like WhiteRa coming up with another pylon and coming out with a cybernetics core. And WhiteRa deciding to head back up north with his probe after he got a look at what's going on down here. And that SCV just doing some dancing out here. Looks like, yep, we're going with a warp core technology right away on that cybernetics core, and a stalker coming out right away to take care of that SCV. Couple Marines already out. Going with a tech lab on that that barracks. Probably going to see some Marauders come out and build a second barracks as well. SCV's still running around a little bit here. Building a pylon over here, probably going to hide some tech over there, and WhiteRa starting to take out that SCV and having it run away. As you see, Strelok building up the concussive shout, starting to build some Marauders with his group. Looks like he's going to go with some early M&M push. And that stalker hitting after that SCV. Doesn't look like, nope, it doesn't make it back to home base. And that stalker heading back home to rest up and wait for the army of Strelok. Strelok has 2 Marines and 2 Marauders starting to head up north a little bit, starting to test the waters, going after Stimpack. And it looks like WhiteRa coming up with 2 more gateways. This looks pretty standard for WhiteRa. You usually see this many gateways for him right away. And SCV coming up with his army, his very small army at that, but we'll see what this push does. Against 3 stalkers, sending in that SCV to test the waters. That SCV is going to go down pretty quick. Robotics facility coming up in that north corner, hidden away. Let's see, did he see that? He did. Strelok did not see that robotics facility. Looks like WhiteRa going after those destructible rocks to take this expansion eventually. And Strelok just bringing back his army. Starting to look like he's just going to mass it here. Looks like a factory coming out as well. Sentry on board. Help take out those rocks. Looks like WhiteRa is coming up with a little bit more of a force here. And also coming out with a Twilight Council and an Observer. Also sending out a probe, probably going down to this tower to scout out. And a starport coming down as well for Strelok. Taking that Zelnaga watchtower, probably going to see if anybody's coming for the back door right away. And that Observer's finally out, probably going to go down and scout out this base. Switching around some tech here, putting, yeah, looks like, yep, going with multi-medvacs on that reactor to help build up, to help strengthen this small army that Strelok has amassed. And building more Marines again, more Marauders. And yep, there's the Nexus coming down, and WhiteRa's army of Zealots and Stalkers starting to get ready, taking out an SCV. More on the way here, going with Zealot Charge for his Zealots, and also going with the Combat Shield for the Marines. And here we go. Observer sees the medvacs loading up with Marines and Marauders, and we'll see what happens here as they head up north. It does look like WhiteRa is prepared for this, of course, with that Observer, so he is placing them in that weak spot, and those medvacs running away. As you see, Templar Archives coming out as well. It looks like WhiteRa's getting ready to build some Templars. Probably go with some Storm. Always a good combination there. We'll see if we get that far, though, as it looks like Strelok is starting to get ready to push. That Observer, of course, seeing all of this, so WhiteRa is prepared for this push to come out. And one lone Strelok coming out after this command center. Easily going to be cleaned up by this army. And starting to take down WhiteRa's back door. He does have an army here. He does have some Templars, but not enough. Well, of course, we don't have Storm Research, so we're not going to have anything going on there. Feedback, though, on those medvacs, so they can't heal as much. And here we go. Templar forming into an Archon. Most of WhiteRa's forces going down already. Good placement of shields there by that sentry. And it looks like WhiteRa is not going to have enough force to hold back this army. Medvacs are down, but Strelok is stimming, and it doesn't look good here. Taking down all of his everything except the two Stalkers. Spawning in more and taking them out as they're spawning. I don't think WhiteRa has enough to defend his base. And there's a GG by WhiteRa. And we'll continue on to game number 3. Thank you for watching.